going to make buckeyes today. But I have a secret ingredient that I'll share with you later that I came up with that brings a little bit more of the taste out. So what we're going to need is 5 tablespoons of butter. This is plant-based butter, and I have to make an announcement. This recipe that I'm making today is not dairy-free. Even though I'm using the plant-based butter, you have to get the non-dairy chocolate chips. I didn't have time to do that, so I'm just going to use regular chocolate chips. That little bit of milk does not bother me, but you might have a different system. So just a disclaimer, this is not dairy-free, but it's really good. Okay, 5 tablespoons of butter. I use plant-based. And I got a cup of peanut butter. We sprayed the cup with cooking oil spray to get the peanut butter to come out of the cup. Oh, it came out really good. Good. I'm glad. Let me get this little bit out. I don't like tapping on the side of the dish because it's a fact that people that are using earphones, it really hurts their ears. So I avoid that. Pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. Now, Buckeyes originated in, I think they said 1919, but it didn't become popular until the 60s. And that's where I remember it from. Now, I'm going to do this recipe. My relatives did it all the time, but I never did. So this is new to me. And I'm going to start creaming the butter and the peanut butter together. You can use almond extract if you want to. Well, heck, you could use banana if you wanted to. Now we have to add the powdered sugar, 2 cups of powdered sugar, and you're supposed to do it a little bit at a time or else it'll fly all over the kitchen. So I'm going to put part of it in here, and then I'm going to put the mixer on low and start there. I need to scrape down the sides. I use a spatula for that. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. We want the powdered sugar to get mixed in really good. Now, if this is going to be crumbly when it's done, but if you grab it out of here and squeeze it and it doesn't stay together, that means you need to add just a little bit more peanut butter. So I'm going to continue with the powdered sugar. I think I'm asking for it, really. In the face. Now it looks really crumbly, but I still have to mix that bottom powdered sugar into the mix. So I'm going to scrape down the sides. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to continue. I scraped down the sides and the bottom. That's very important. I'm going to continue with this. Continue with this on low speed. Okay, it's crumbly looking right now, but if I take a piece of it and squeeze it together, it shouldn't be crumbly, and it is. It's falling apart. So I'm going to add maybe a tablespoon more peanut butter. I'll be right back. Okay, I put a tablespoon more peanut butter in here, and mixed it again, and it seems to have come out better. It's sticking together better. So what you do is you take a cookie scoop and take it out of there, and then you squeeze it together, and then you roll it into balls. We're going to be back when we get the balls done. Okay, we have our little balls, and we're going to put these in the freezer for about 20 minutes. And when we come back, you'll get to see the surprise, the secret ingredient. I'll be back. Okay, the peanut butter balls are still in the freezer. I left them in there for 20 minutes, but you don't want to take them out of there yet. We need to do the chocolate so we can dip the balls in the chocolate. Here I have two cups of chocolate chips. I'm sorry. I was thinking my brain kind of goes like this sometimes. And what I wanted to tell you, and that's why I stuttered, is these are not dairy-free. I didn't get the non-dairy chocolate chips when I didn't have enough time. So we have to put, oh, I forgot. You've been waiting long enough for my secret ingredient. It's coffee. Now I'm going to put the teaspoon of this instant coffee into my chocolate chips. And it brings out the flavor of the chocolate, and it's going to be really good. Let me tell you, it will be really good. Sorry, my spoon was wet. Okay, also we need a tablespoon of coconut oil. And it's been cold here, so my coconut oil is hard to get out of here. Tablespoon. It's not quite yet, just a little bit more. Now we're going to take this to the microwave. And I'll tell you the truth, I didn't even know I had a power button on my microwave. But people say to melt chocolate in the microwave, you have to do it on 50% power. I'm like, okay, let me go see if I have a power button on my microwave. And lo and behold, I did. We're just so used to just throwing it in there and heating stuff up at full power, I never knew. So 50% power, 30-second intervals. And what you're going to do is the first 30 seconds, you probably won't be able to stir this because it's still going to be a little hard. So I would go 30 and then 30 and then 30 until you get milk chocolate melted where you can dip your little peanut butter balls in it. I'll be right back. I had the peanut butter balls in the freezer for 20 minutes. And I had put them in a parchment paper lined baking sheet because I didn't have any cookie sheets that would fit in the freezer. And so I'm going to release them all. And I take a toothpick and I stick it in there. And we had melted our chocolate in the microwave. And I'm just going to make sure that I don't lose it. Dip it down into the chocolate. Not all the way. You can all the way if you want to, because who cares, it's chocolate. But I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these. I have parchment on the plate too. That way I can, when it cools down or hardens, I can get it off the plate. Into the chocolate. Now there's going to be a little hole in the top of it that you just take maybe a wet finger and just cover it up. Because these are frozen, they're pretty hard. I wouldn't even do it until they thaw out a little bit. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, we ended up putting 2 tablespoons of the coconut oil in the chips. Um, I just want to let you know, and I don't know if it would make a difference in what kind of chocolate chips you would use, but I used Garibelli's, and there's a lot of them on the market that are non-dairy. One is Enjoy, and the other ones there's Hershey's. You got to look for non-dairy. So I'm going to take a taste test. My mouth's watering. They're not really set yet, so. That coffee really added to the taste of these things in the chocolate. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.